Just remember the good times. Just remember the good times. Grossi Posse Packer Nation, welcome to another episode of Packcast, the podcast where you're not to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help, just not right now. I'm Tom Grossi. Thank you so much for watching, and we are going to break down the Packers' loss to the Chicago Bears in Chicago for the first time in 8 years, as the Packers not only lose the NFC North this game, but also have been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, losing 24-17. Everything hurts. Well, a couple of big things before we get into some stats. Kenny Clark was out today, which was very apparent considering we barely had a pass rush on Mitchell Trubisky. Aaron Jones injured his knee in the first quarter and did not return, and so Williams got the bulk of the carries, if not all of them. And Williams did an okay job with that, scoring a touchdown, being a threat in the passing game. But really, we were riddled with injuries. And again, that's not an excuse. It's just a reality. And the Bears, they capitalized on the opportunities, and we most certainly didn't. Rodgers didn't have a good day. Going 25 for 42, 274, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. The interception wasn't his fault. Bounced off the hands of Jimmy Graham in the end zone, which, by the way, cut Jimmy Graham. Again, I didn't want it in the beginning, but cut Jimmy Graham. Jamal Williams, 12 for 55 on the ground for 1 touchdown and 4 for 42 through the air. Devontae Adams, 8 for 119 yards, still proving that he is a monster. Trubisky, on the other hand, 20 for 28, 235 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Jordan Howard was their gainer through the ground, going 19 for 60 yards with a 1 touchdown. Now, kind of going through this game and just kind of sifting through it. The first half was super duper close, but again, the Packers looked sluggish, really not able to get anything going, just kicking a couple field goals. But come third quarter, the Packers looking reinvigorated. They score a touchdown. They get the 2-point conversion. A couple great catches by Devontae Adams, where I'm pumped up, I'm hype, I'm ready to go. The Bears drive back down the field again, and I'm like, oh no, they're going to score, but they don't, and they fumble the ball. Packers recover. Yes, here we go. Time to drive down the field with time left still in the third quarter and take the lead in the whole 9 yards. And that didn't happen. No, that didn't. Instead, we threw it 3 straight times, one resulting in a sack. The second one was either a miscommunication with Randall Cobb or an overthrow of Randall Cobb by Rodgers. But the third down was the worst, in which Scantling was wide open for the go-ahead touchdown, and Aaron Rodgers just flat out missed him. And it was dramatically overthrown. Not the first overthrow he had all day, while he did throw a pinpoint Hail Mary to Devontae Adams at the end of the half, which unfortunately he couldn't come down with. Again, Rodgers didn't look comfortable. A bunch of the time he was running for his life. He obviously had some issue with his calf, kind of going down weirdly when he was sliding. And so that was obviously bothering him. But yeah, it wasn't a good day for Aaron Rodgers. The streak of most pass attempts, I think, ended at 401 today with that interception. But I mean, the offense here just so stagnant. Just nothing is happening. And listen, I know we didn't have Aaron Jones, but Rodgers isn't playing well. The offensive line is riddled with injuries, and he didn't have a lot of time. But if you put this game at any point throughout the season, with no injuries, I would imagine it's going to be a similar outcome. And that pains me to say, but the Packers have not been the Green Bay Packers this year. And yes, they have gone toe-to-toe with the Rams, and they could have won. They've gone toe-to-toe with the Patriots until the fourth quarter. They've gone toe-to-toe with these great teams, but they are the difference between good and great teams is able to capitalize on opportunities. We have not been able to capitalize on them. I think Mike Pettin did a good job with the defense in which he had today. He allowed them to score 24 points, but listen, they had no pass rush. basically everyone's on IR. It's a mess back there. And so while this is very, very disappointing that we're not going to the playoffs, as I would always love to watch more Packers football, we also need to take a good hard look at what the hell is going on with this team, and we need to address these problems quickly. I don't think Philbin is going to remain the head coach, thankfully. But again, it's more of a problem than just the coaching. It's a number of things, and that includes our best player, Aaron Rodgers, we need to take a look in the mirror and kind of see what we can do to get back to where we need to be. So all that being said, this is now the second year in a row that the Packers have not made the playoffs. And it hurts. This one hurts, Packers fans. It's not a good look. And yeah, this sucks. If I have to watch the Bears and Vikings in the first round, in the wild card round, like the best thing I could hope for is a quick death. That's all I can root for, essentially. But yeah, not a good day. I'm sure these comments will be filled with skull chants and bear down chants, and it ain't good. It's not good. The Packers aren't going to the playoffs, and everything is worse. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm sure this will be productive. You can always find me at TomGrossiComedy.com, TomGrossi Comedy, or Tom Grossi Comedy on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, the whole 9 yards. Check out Packcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, and of course here on YouTube. We do multiple episodes per week. Even if the Packers aren't making the playoffs, we'll still power through. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for everyone who joined in the stream. It's always a pleasure. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack, go.